Yeah, what do you
was I
want?
doing? Oh yeah, that's right.
You're...
Need to go to... Don't have quite enough. Need one more, I think.
Got something. Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man, that's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
Ooh.
At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Ooh.
Oh, it was. I was a half-decent pilot in those days, and with the Force guiding me, we made it through some tough spots nobody else would have. Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just, knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day Well, that was the day I met my wife. It's all right. When you're digging through the trash, you shouldn't be surprised when you encounter something unpleasant. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies. Got something? Oh.
You have anything
How
else?
may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it? Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that. In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds. Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran. They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed. We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships there remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die. Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Whew. Let's see. So I finished that.
How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training. For me, it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion? And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side. Yes, of course, you're right. I have to remember my training. The Masters know well the corrupting influence of the dark side. Although it is hard for me to imagine. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them? These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
Woohoo. Return to mission.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Still
got it.
not interested in talking to me, Karth. Time to go get more stuff from this place. Oh yeah, I get to shoot more.
Incoming fighters!
This is the worst minigame to ever exist.
Kia skronki to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana.
Los Everest en la list. Es kan de kasten ervoor. En daar is regisseur. Stoffen uit.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Tong ituama ji human act in ikatune.
Los Everest. Es
Hava! Yun pati.
Los Everest.
Tong hitwama ag iinkotune. Portong hiwam. Ki mulira kun king. Ki mulira. Ki
Ooh, you don't have very much money, but I have a bunch of stuff to sell. Whew. Alright, well, I made a lot of money off of that. Ooh. All right. Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate. So that gives me +2 dexterity. And then let's see. It's pretty crazy that that thing is better than. Alright, well,
Sure.
We're gonna save. And then we're gonna go swap out some people. Oh, they don't have, or he doesn't have one. What does that do? Oh, it lowers the crit, so it crits more often. I feel like that those two together would be really good. Let me see here. Oh, I can right down here. So that's +1 attack bonus with lightsabers. That's +2 damage. So what? It's just gonna be 1 damage? Yeah, it's just 1 damage. And dexterity. Doesn't. It raises my defense though. Interesting. Okay. So then, if we do that plus that, that does more, and that's +6 attack bonus to always hit. So it's 4 to 18, which is not as good as that. So I can get rid of those. Interesting. I'm gonna take the 2 droids with me. Level them up. Take a look at their stuff.
Sure.
You up.
Whew. It's 14 to 20. It's 4 to 24 with 19 to 20 crit threat times 2 damage, and it's upgradable. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty good. Does 3 to 20. That's a heavy weapon. It might be for Canderous. And that's a blaster rifle, which that doesn't look very good. But that might be for Canderous, and then that might be for best mission. This might be for me, to be honest. That wasn't for me. Because I have this thing and I forgot it gives me +5 wisdom. That was a waste of money. But I can give it to somebody else. Sweet.
What?
Let's go get the 2 soldiers. Why are you way back there? Must have got stuck on something. Oh yeah, that's definitely... plus whatever. So
Yes?
I need to go in here so I can sell it. I need to go back and take out all the stuff out of his blaster. Cause yeah, we don't want his blaster having the upgrades. And yeah. Those are the two that I want, because he doesn't have any blasters. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what do I have to have? Oh, armor. Light armor. So a Jedi's not gonna wear that. Mission could wear it, I guess.
What?
You up.
I didn't equip that with T3. Alright. That's medium. Gives +3. And immunity to a lot of damage. That's +5. +1 strength and dexterity. Shadow armor is also light. Where's that? There's the heavy exoskeleton. And that's expensive. So this was the heavy gun, which is what we wanted for him. So now we're gonna save, because I got what I wanted for that.
What?
Key muli.
And then I don't think I have enough to buy the armor anymore. At least not the heavy one. Yeah, definitely don't have enough to buy the heavy one anymore. But just to see. So it's 5 to 19, 5 to 25. But I lose 4 to hit. Interesting. I think we'll just stop it there and forget about that item for now.